someone who's frustrated that you're not getting enough fruits out of a hard day's work? Are you someone who's putting in your everything into a relationship? However, you still are having some issues, some neglects to be worked, right? Are you somebody who's like that? Then you got to see this movie. Hi, I'm Dr. Prashanth. I'm a trainer and coach, and let me help you in trying to find the answer to a few of those questions that I just posed. Now, I have two things to talk to you about today. One thing being resilience. Resilience. Now, the dictionary definition of resilience is pretty simple. It says to bounce back from a tough or a difficult situation, like on a trampoline or a springboard or something like that. You fall on it, you bounce back pretty much literally like that, right? Now, why do we need resilience? Rather, my question would be, why don't we need resilience? In every aspect of life, we need to be resilient. Gone are those days when it used to be my way or the highway. Unless the person is resilient, it's very tough for him to be classified as being successful or for him to taste those fruits of success. One's got to be resilient. Please don't mistake resilient with being a yes man or trying to be subservient to somebody. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. Resilient is all about knowing the mistake and trying to correct it in a way that it's going to be a better time to be in the next time around. Simple as that. Right? That brings me to the second thing that I wanted to speak to you about today, and that is self awareness. Self awareness. Pretty simple term, simplistically put, awareness about self. What about self that we need to be aware about? Do we already know all that is that to know about oneself? No. Yes and no. Yes, we do know ourselves as a physical entity, where we come from, what we do, etc., etc. But are we truly aware about the way we portray ourselves when we are with other people? We're all social people, aren't we? We got to mingle with people, we got to deal with people day in, day out, and there is no escape from that. And that dictates actually our success mantra to a large extent. So self-awareness becomes a very important component to deal with. What is self-awareness? Rather than explaining to you all the different theories and things about self-awareness, let me just put it across in two, three simple questions. Yes, you heard me right. Questions. Now, what are these questions? Simple questions. What were your final thoughts when you went to bed last night? What were your first thoughts when you woke up today morning? What were those thoughts that were going on in your mind when you had the last conversation before watching this video? It might have been your spouse, your boss, your children, your parents, whomsoever. But what were the thoughts running through your head? Were you in that moment in that conversation, or were you not? If you were, it's up to you. If you choose to lie, you will become one among those 8 people in this world who are known to lie about self awareness, but who stay where they are. If you're choosing to notch your game up, then you had better be one among those 2 people who say, I was not, and learn to be self aware going forward. What were your body expressions? What were your facial expressions when you were having that conversation? Yes, nowadays with being a lockdown, probably all your conversations might be on phone, on Skype, on WhatsApp, whatnot. But what you speak, your facial expression, and your body language is carried through even in this virtual conversation, like a phone call or a Skype call or WhatsApp or whatever. So, were you self aware of these things at that moment? Reflect back. Do you need to answer me? Not at all. You need to answer yourself? Absolutely. The moment you start thinking, you start noticing about your own self awareness, you start becoming aware as to what is actually pulling you down, where your energies are being dissipated. Whether your intent is actually meeting the actual goal, the intent of your conversation, was it headed in the right direction? Or because of your lack of self awareness, did you change its course and you did not get that fruit? You know what I started off with? Yeah, you did not get that fruit that you wanted. Now, let's combine with resilience. Now that you're self aware, after having answered all these questions honestly to your own self, you gotta be resilient about it. Can you change the situation? Yes and no. You can't change the situation with respect to what others think about you, but you can change the situation as to how you want them to think about you. Notice the difference. You want them to think about you. How do you do that? How is it going to help that you go and tell them, hey, look, I'm self-aware now, so you better start listening to me in a different way. They'll say, no, not happening, bro, not happening at all. So what do? You got to practice this. You got to practice being self-aware all the time. Okay, let me say, all the time is very, very hard. Let's say you got to be self-aware in every aspect of life that you want to be successful. All right. So make sure you practice self-awareness. Make sure you tick the box of resilience every time you're self-aware and you're willing to bounce back from your own mistake. The moment you start doing that, you are making a commitment, my friend, to be on that success ladder. One more additional thing that this is going to do is put you on the path of emotional intelligence. Now, that's a bonus. Now, that's a big, big bonus. Right? Emotional intelligence of late is given a much higher credibility than the conventional IQ. Right? You must have read about this, I'm sure. Now, wouldn't that be something that looks great? EQ and IQ. EQ is rated much higher. All right. For more such videos, if you think that this is good enough for you, for more such videos, follow me on my Facebook page. Reach out to me for any help. You can find my contact details on my Facebook page. All right. See you next time with another small, short, impactful lesson. Until then, practice being self-aware and be more resilient. Signing off. This is Dr. Prashanth. Bye.